I am playing the Stanley Parable.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
It's starting to feel like my actual day job. I'm gonna move, it's giving me anxiety, yeah? 11:24. Alright, it's 11:25, let's keep moving. No jump scares behind the door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
A memo.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Username access and what else? There's no zoom button? No, I don't. I'm not gonna say the entire word, but I believe it's Alright, narrator is getting pissed, so I should probably move next door. That's the meeting room, right? Looks like an interrogation room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now comes the choice. Am I a corporate, brainwashed human? Or am I not? Well, in real life I am, so I should go to the left door because I'm a little dog. But this is fake life, so screw the narrator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Does this mean we have 500 more employees? Is this like a huge... This is gonna shut behind me.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
$1.25.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Why is it lower? Why is this... This doesn't make sense.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Nice chairs,
Really
right? Nice
worth it.
paintings as well. It really gives the slave corporate lifestyle vibe.
At this, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Am I gonna do that? Am I?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep. A4. Open door. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. 5 grand. Guess your family has to pay even though you died. America. Yeah, I don't have a badge. Do not jump from the cargo do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. It will cause death. I mean, do you know it will cause death? Maybe I can just duck and roll? You haven't seen me parkour. Alright.
Look, Stanley, I think
Whoa.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
Whoa,
story
can I jump?
has
Can
been
I jump
about
here?
nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
That's a general sign. Nothing is gonna fall on me. Oh. Oh. Nope. Two B3. Locked. What a surprise.
Now
Oh,
listen
no.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, so if I have to walk through the red door, which is the door on the left again, why would you open both doors? Huh? Are you watching me? Are you God? If I walk through the blue door, will you end the game?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red
Perhaps
door.
I did. Perhaps I did. Apparently I did not.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, and there's a blue door. Right here. It's very nice to have the red arrows pointing towards the red door and everything, saying click on me or walk through me. But you know what? I like blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
And there you go.
You see? There's nothing
Wow.
here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
It is.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
A gun?
What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so
Can
far.
I choose?
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you can give me some feedback.
I'm good at feedback.
There we go.
Constructive
A third
criticism.
option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Are you gonna be pissed off if I now walk through the left door? Since it's... Oh, textures are missing here. I mean, I really want to see the unfinished part.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback.
I told you, I'm good at constructive criticism. So, is 1 good or is 5 good? Is 1 bad and 5 good? 5 bad or 1 good? So on area 64-128, which is not this area apparently, because it's 128-128. Can I just open the door and... No. I'm gonna give you a solid 2.
Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either.
Exactly.
You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What the hell? In total, 9,000 doors open, 100 doors attempted. So, are you gonna be pissed if I go back here?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm not gonna do anything.
You heartless bastard.
I am.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite you.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing.
Wow.
Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough?
Does Minecraft know?
Tell me that, Stanley.
Do they know?
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes... It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Isn't it grand?
Yeah.
Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
My idea,
Diamond
exactly.
Everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
You could give me the ability to jump, you know, so I could explore.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. I don't even have a toolbar or a hotbar. Apparently you don't care either, so... Gravel. Can I pull up the F3 menu to see what is my Y
this
level?
is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
Ooh, spider,
Even the
spider.
diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Wow, that was quick. What is this, Portal?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love
Is this Portal?
it.
Half-Life?
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Yeah, it's Portal. Give me your Portal gun. Wait, am I stupid? Oh, it's open. No. I never played Portal in my entire life, so... How does it...
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Oh, that's not my
Your
forte.
forte.
Take this, put it on the box.
Genius.
Yeah, drop it. Fine.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
Whoa.
I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
Okay, just jump. I have the feeling that it's not meant to be played this way. Looks like... This actually looks like the beginning. Under construction, of course.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him.
I'm sure.
He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Is it... Wow, so this was actually in 24 minutes of gameplay. This was the first ending, or one of the endings, that you could get to the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It actually changed, so the layout of the game changes. Am I crazy? I can open doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so actually now I can go and follow the game in a linear fashion, just to please the narrator or God. Left. I'm a good boy. Right? Tell me I'm a good boy, narrator.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright, up or down?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Alright, I'm
boss's
following you.
office.
I'm not getting paid enough. Ooh, secretary. This looks exactly like Montgomery Burns' office in The Simpsons.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What
Claude
dark
Monet.
secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You're gonna tell it to me again?
2845.
Right. I'm sorry.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, looks like we're going down. Elevator sequence.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
I got free
to
will.
question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Thank you, voice in my head. You're very comforting.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Of course, we're gonna go forward. Press big button.
The lights rose on an
Wow.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Alright, cameras on.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
This looks
individuals
amazing.
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Jesus. I hope this is nice to watch. I'm sorry if you're watching this in the dark and you're waking up your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever. Elevator. Let's go.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Thank you for staying there, coming here, watching me, experimenting this game with me. Really, if you like the game, go buy it, play it. There's a ton of different endings, ton of different choices. You do have free will. You do. Probably. I'm not sure. But thank you for playing. No, thank you for watching. What am I saying? See you guys.